Hi everyone, thank you again for joining us in our video today, and I'm sure many will be interested in today's topic. We will be addressing what the hell is happening with our property market. 1 year only got 4 quarters, and we are in our 7 going 8 consecutive quarter of gains in Singapore's property market. A disclaimer, this is our thoughts and opinions on the market and not to be taken fiercely, but maybe a consideration. Today we will be addressing 3 points. Number 1, what really happened and what were the factors that contributed to the huge boom in Singapore's market. Number 2, will the market continue to grow and increase even further, or will it drop? And number 3, what is the next step for you? So what has happened in the past 2 years since COVID broke out? Many things are needless to say, but let me just break it down and not just drown you in numbers. Number 1, quantitative easing, QE in short. This happens when economies in countries are not doing well and then money is borrowed and pumped into the economy, which means the inflation of prices. So we look to the past. In 2008, after the financial crisis, 4 trillion was injected into Singapore's economy, which led to 62.2% growth. For COVID, the US Feds went into unlimited bond buying. Number 2, delays in construction led to people looking to resale. All BTOs were delayed 6 to 10 months, leading to the rise in demand for newly MOP and older resale units, which also saw a jump in their prices that remained stagnant for years. For the private market, we only saw 20 developments TOP in 2020 and 2021 combined, adding to the lack of supply, which gave opportunities for those older resale condos whose prices were stagnant or a slow climb for the longest of time, as less options were available to buyers. Number 3, the new launch market was booming, with 38 launches in 2020 and 31 launches in 2021. With new launches leading the market in property price index, this took the private market prices to the moon with their volume of transactions, aiding to the increase in prices in developments surrounding them too. With one factor after another, it became like a multiplier effect, which is how it led to 7 going 8 consecutive quarters increase of residential property prices in Singapore. With that out of the way, let's move on to our very next point, number 2. Will the market continue to grow or will it drop? I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but sadly we foresee it to grow even further. Here's why. Number 1, for the private market, we are going to be seeing 29 condos TOP in 2022. Let's take a look at some possible options and their sale price, which is expected to TOP in July 2022, some earlier, and we already see 9 transactions that made a profit and in the 2000 PSF range. So with the 29 condos entering into the resale market at this price bracket, we can only expect the resale market to increase even further. Number 2, for the new launch sector, what we are seeing is that prices are entering into a new price bracket as developers are reaching the lower limits of their inventory, which means that top-up is required. And with the limited land sale, we see that people are bidding higher and higher, with a prime example of One North Eden versus Slim Barracks, which we see the better location going cheaper than the other one, meaning sale price will also be higher. #developers don't build houses to lose money. A similar example would be Dairy Farm Area 2. This means we're entering into a new bracket of prices coming 2022 and 2023. Number 3, for the HDB, the same story applies, with over 60 looking to MOP in 2022 and 2023. We are going to see an influx of options, and sadly, this probably won't be an oversupply, as it will help feed the high demand overflow from 2020 and 2021 due to the delays of BTO. Optimistically, we hope to see that the prices will not climb as sharply. In addition, with the cost of construction going up, we will see that the BTOs will continue to be slow in building, making people look to the resale too. Now it's no more looking at TOP at your BTO application and expecting 1 year earlier. Sadly, it's a date on the paper. So next should be the golden question of all. What should we do then? I'll come from two perspectives. Number one, for those that want to utilize and capitalize on the market gains, versus number two, those that are open to options. So for those that are under option 1, sell your properties now and go stay with your friends or your parents, because rental is also sky high with everyone doing the same thing, using property to leverage on that. And observe the market in about 2 years to see if people can accept the new price bracket before entering, because you will be newer if you do purchase a new launch, or for a resale you can get a better price because it's getting a bit older too. But know the limits. But we all know that it's impossible for those that only have one place to stay. Yes, you may sell high, but most likely you would also be buying high. So what other options would you have? For those looking in the private property market of new launches, what you can consider are those old price tag options. Yes, they may not have the best options or a first mover advantage, but at least you won't be buying into a new price bracket, which gives you a bit of breathing space when you sell, because a 1-2 years difference in TOP wouldn't be a super huge difference, and they may be built earlier and you wouldn't have to rent for too long, or you could just bunk at your parents and save that cost. Lastly, for those that still want to sell but consider resale, it's a different study altogether. So just contact us for a meet, and that's all we have for you today. Do remember to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned to our latest video. This is Lyndon, and I'll see you soon.